Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wellington Regional Aquatic Centre for the 2021 Underwater Hockey Interzone Championships. We're now here for the final between Auckland or Northern A and Central A in the women's division. With me here, I've got Rebecca Brosnan, well-known player, coach and administrator. Welcome, Bex.
Thanks, Tony. Good to be here.
So, you've been at this tournament all weekend. How has it gone so far in terms of the quality of the play and overall?
It's been a really good competition. The games have been really close. It's been very hard-fought matches. There's been some unexpected scores between different teams, and overall the play's been quite clean and a really good competition.
Enjoying playing Masters?
Yeah, I really enjoyed playing Masters this tournament. It's really good. We had a great Masters team. We had some really good experienced players come back into the fold, and it was a hard-fought battle, and we finished up really well.
It was good fun. Right, for this game we've now got, as I've mentioned, it's Central A against Northern A in the women's grade. They played last night, 2-1 to Central. Bit of a turn-up.
Yeah, really unexpected score, I would say, for both teams. Central A came out really hard and strong. I think they gave Northern A a bit of a shake-up.
Northern, of course, are reigning champs and have been since 2012.
Yes, Northern A will be really wanting to come back and have a great game today. 2012 to 2019, you know, it's a long-standing win, so Central A will be wanting it, but...
There's a few players in that Central A that really want it.
Oh, yeah, there's some very determined girls in that team. Very good, strong, headstrong players.
Indeed. Okay, so both teams went in. Northern A have only had one loss. Both strong, nice easy semis against Southern and Northern B respectively. What's your prediction, Bex?
Oh, look, Tony, I reckon it'll probably be a one-goal win, and which team it is who pulls it out on the day, because they're both really good teams and have got some very strong players, so the battle will be on the bottom.
Both teams full of talented players, aren't they?
Yeah, no, it'll be a really strong one.
All right, we're looking forward to this final, Northern A versus Central A. And over to Bex and to Maddie commentating.
So thanks, Tony and Rebecca. So we just have the team lists here, so 30 seconds before the game starts. So you'll just see there sitting out kit number 10 and 13, which is Stella and Charlotte for the Northern A. So you'll see the names of everyone there. So you'll just see co-captains is Claire George and Leah Chamberlain. So Claire George is the vice-captain. And then Rachel Tinkler on the Northern A team, and Paige as the captain. So exciting game, gold medal match, and this will be an exciting. So this came right down to the last minute last night, and was actually ended up being won by 1 goal by Central.
Yeah, that was a really interesting scoreline last night. Both teams coming out strong for their round-robin game. This final will be really interesting.
Yeah, and really exciting to see Central up there. Northern has been been dominating this competition, or been one of the strongest teams for the past few years.
Yeah, Northern haven't lost a game since 2012 in the regionals finals, so they'll be really wanting to pull it out today. But at the moment, it looks like Central are right in the attacking quarter.
Yeah, and what's really exciting, especially with that Central team, is some of those young players that are coming up. That 4, 5 and 6, Zoe, Eloise and Josie, as well as Casey in number 11, all sort of young guns.
So players sitting under the Northern sub-bench here, and I can see a few Northern players that have sort of changed over, so those should have some fresh legs in there.
So that is a barging call against Northern A. So advantage puck for Central. So Central, just to clarify, are in those yellow togs. Northern A are in the blue togs. So it is actually nice and clear to tell them apart, unlike our previous men's semi, which was quite difficult. So that is a breaking call against Northern A. So that puck is being given back to Central. and being moved towards the centre of the pool.
Northern A needing to settle here now and make sure that they bring out their top game, not making mistakes around their goal bin. Paige Moran taking the goal out to the corner there. Paige is a very talented goalie, you know. Probably look at her and go, oh, she'll be an easy wee thing to get round, but size is very much an illusion in that category.
Yeah, so that was just an illegal stop from Northern, so that's why the puck was just given back to Central there. But yeah, Paige, one second you think you're safe, and the next second she's already got the puck off you and a few kicks away.
Few advantages going to Central here, isn't there?
Yeah, so that's actually refs just calling a timeout just to defer.
One of the Northern girls going out there to the sin bin.
So that looks like it is Rachel being sent out.
Oh, Rachel Tinkler.
So she is their centre. So they'll just have a little reorganisation of their... Oh, sorry, number 12 has been sent out instead.
Emma Bavlar.
Embav is definitely a force to be reckoned with at the back there. A very strong back. And got some very good legs on her, doesn't she? She just sprints away.
So Northern A will have to sort of calm it down now, playing with 5 players and hold out that Central A team. You know, Central A are just amazing how they can pull, you know, what they pull out in the finals of these competitions. You know, when they went into the round robin game yesterday based on scores, you would think that Northern A would have been very dominant, but Central A always just brings something to that game.
Yeah, no, they certainly do. And a couple of those players, so actually Claire in this team has actually been the captain of the New Zealand women's team, so she's the vice captain of this team. The past few world champs, and she's certainly very good at getting a lot of them along to the pool, and even when there hasn't been underwater hockey on and we've been limited by groups, she's been getting everyone along and keeping the fitness up.
Yeah, no, she's a great motivator, old Claire George, isn't she?
Definitely.
Oh, this is an advantage to Northern A now, so Central A being pushed back. So play along that far side of the wall. Northern A just sort of slowly taking it down. They'll be wanting to look to bring it off the wall soon and into the goal bin. I'm sure both coaches will be sitting nervously in the coaches' box watching these two teams battle it out today. Here we go, Georgia Child in there having a good run trying to get that puck forward. Northern having a good wee attacking spin, but can they hold it in there? No, that Central player nearly got them, but Gabby's maintained holding possession there. Georgia's spending lots of time on the bottom, Georgia Child. She's another very talented player, come through all the New Zealand junior age group teams and into the New Zealand elite women's team at quite a young age. Very skillful player.
Yeah, I believe Georgia was 19 when she was first in that women's team.
Women's elite team? Yeah, no, she's a very talented, very skillful player. A bit like an octopus underwater quite often, actually. You never know where she's sort of come from. Feels like she's got 8 arms.
Yeah.
Northern A trying to get another drive there. Here we go. There's a forward sort of attacking. But we've got Leah Chamberlain-Gunn at the back of that Central A team, and she's a very strong force to be reckoned with. She's a very strong player, very confident and competent, and that she doesn't let a lot through.
Does he just wipe it with his finger or what?
Another advantage.
Yeah, Leah Chamberlain is one of those other players that certainly took our lockdown last year as an opportunity to get stronger and fitter. So yeah, you'll see the strength if you watch. So Leah's just that player on the surface there. And if you see her, when you see her come down, you see those strength in her legs when she gets those kicks away.
Central A doing very well here to keep Northern A out on those walls. They won't want them coming in through the centre. But they seem to be shutting that Northern A team down very well. Claire George just on the surface there at the moment. She'll be working very hard to keep that puck out of that goal bin. Another attack by Northern A, but difficult to see on the screen I'm looking at with the referee in between, but you can see now Northern A has been pushed over to the far side wall, and Central A managing to keep it under their goal bin for a while there and get a few fresh subs in, so you might see a wee phase from Central A trying to put a bit of forward momentum on with those fresh players.
Yeah, one of the players that they Northern A really have to look for is Josie Hunt. She's been the top goal scorer for the tournament so far, and she is either right there at the double team supporting her forward, always there for the pass, so Northern A definitely need to be wary of her.
So we're now back down in the Northern A defensive zone, Central A attacking zone, with another call from the referees.
So that's a stick infringement against Central.
Northern A will be feeling very relieved at the moment with that being
and
an advantage to them.
A timeout looks like has just been called, so just a minute break that they're taking. So each team has the opportunity to take one timeout per half, and that can be either it's a strategic break, isn't it? Either to give your players a bit of a breather.
Yeah, it's a good time for the coaches to come in. You can see Emma Ray there, a very experienced New Zealand coach, talking to the Northern A girls. It's a good time for the coach to come in and just try and settle things, give them a few tips. Central A have another very experienced New Zealand coach, Benson Taylor, taking their team. So both teams are very well looked after in that regards, and I'm sure there's only a couple of simple things being said by each coach just to focus the teams and get them on track.
Yeah, I certainly know in the game it gets pretty intense, and if coaches can simplify stuff for you, it really does help doing things. And someone like Benson's actually one of those very strong people, having been coached by him in the past in these central teams. Very good at simplifying stuff and making it nice and easy to understand in the middle of a game when it becomes quite stressful.
Yep, so we're back on the wall about halfway down the court, so it's anybody's game at this stage. It's such an even battle at the moment. Oh, Northern A got a bit of a break here. Oh, the referee's call's just gone. Okay, it's an advantage to Central A.
So yeah, both teams will be trying to get that mental advantage by getting that first goal in the bin. Yeah, we're over halfway through this first half now, and there's no goal scored, so you can see just how much both teams really want to win this game. But Northern A getting a run on there. They had the numbers, but Central A have stopped it. Looks like Tina had a little bit of a run there.
Yeah, Tina, she's a left-handed, very fast forward, very force to be reckoned with. Very hard to stop once she gets going, especially if she's got support from another forward. So back into the wall, Central A once again have cleared it out wide again. They're doing really well to hold that Northern A team out on the wall, and they're just being patient. Central A, they know that they can do this. They did it last night, and they'll just be waiting for opportunities to open up so that they can attack. Northern A coming in again. Oh, is it a goal? Very hard to see there. Doesn't look like it went. Must have hit the back wall. Northern A with numbers on the bottom. Central A as well. And there goes Paige in to finish it off. So that was a nice drive in by the goalie to back up. I'm not sure if she was the one that actually ended up scoring that goal.
That is one of those ones that you can truly say is a team goal. Yeah. I think,
there she comes, coming in just to push that puck in. But there was a forward there, so I'm not sure whose stick it finally came off.
No, and about 3 players in that wall rotation that helped get that puck out to her. as well. So a very good job on their part.
So 4 minutes 27 of this first half left. You can see there's another team timeout. Benson Taylor-Wolf going in to talk to the Central Way girls. I'm sure he's got a few things he'll want them to focus on in these last 4.5 minutes.
And these Central girls will certainly be trying to equal that score out, go into half time with the scores drawn. Yep. Would be their ideal situation.
So we've also got a very strong referee group in this game. We've got Chris Meek, who's been an international referee for many years, and then a couple of younger up-and-coming referees that have refed at quite a lot of tournaments, so they've got a nice refereeing crew in there. So hence the game is reasonably clean. Seeing quite a few calls being pulled up, but that works in the players' advantage to keep the game nice and flowing cleanly.
Yeah, and these certainly a lot of the women in both of these teams are very strong at settling themselves back down, even if things don't go their way. They are very good at sort of not taking it out on the puck or the other team, just settling it back down and deciding to play their game.
Here we go, about back right in the centre of the pool here on the wall. Someone's bringing it across the centre now, just coming into play. That looks might be Jane.
So call from the refs there. So barging by White. So the puck is going to be given to Northern A.
Nice flick through from the black stick player there. Just couldn't quite get their forward onto it. The white Central A sort of got their stick to it first. Back out wide onto that wall.
And unfortunately, guys, sorry, the camera in the corner has just moved a little bit. So there's just a little bit more of a blind spot there.
The cameras are just going to be moved slightly back any minute now. And from the surface, we're still right hard on that wall. Northern A down towards the Central A goal bin. And we've got a wee bit of a break here. Northern A coming out wide. Right, Central Northern A, another coming back round the other side now. Northern A getting some good puck here. They've got numbers on the bottom. Central A sitting there in their defensive positions. That's Leah Chamberlain-Gunn there. Just
so that's just an illegal stop against White.
right, Northern A, good advantage puck up high in the court. Number 2, Kirsty Burrows swimming that in then. Another advantage puck.
So that's breaking against White. So that puck is just being moved closer to the centre of the pool because it can't be moved any closer than 5 metres from that goal bin. So to give them a bit more of an advantage, we put it a bit closer.
And another advantage puck. Oh, that looks like Rachel Tinkler going to the sin bin for 2 minutes. Rachel Tinkler, obviously just married, another New Zealand player, Rob Tinkler. So she used to be Rachel Arbuckle a few weeks ago, and has just changed her name following marrying Rob. So another great New Zealand player, very skillful, was part of the 2018 World Champion winning team that played over in Quebec. So Central A have got a nice run here. Northern A will be wanting to shut this down with their 5 players. Oh, they need players on the bottom, Northern A. Central A very close to that goal bin. Can they do it? Oh, yes, that looks like they might have. See what the ref call is.
And the goal. Oh.
Yes, it's a goal. Right on half time.
So Anastasia Byrne has scored that for Central A.
That was a great run up the pool by Central A. They did really well to maintain possession, then bring it out from the wall across the centre, right across the goal bin with Anastasia popping it in at the end there.
So that has half time has been called. So great job for Central A to even up those scores.
Yeah, so we're starting the second half basically as we did the first, with even scoreline, so 1-1. Who will be able to bring it out in the second half?
So your screen at the moment is on the surface watching that team talk by Benson. So that's just Benson that was Benson in the green cap talking to Central, and now you just see the 3 refs. So that's Chris Meek, Jack, and then James as well.
Right, team starting to move back to their sub benches now, so they're getting ready to start the next half. I'm sure both coaches would have been giving their teams some good information, some good focus points for the next half. Emma Ray still talking to her team there at the end of the pool.
Yeah, so Rachel Arbuckle there has a minute 15 left on her sin bin, and then she will be able to rejoin the play. So Rachel will only be able to rejoin it if the puck is active. If not, if the puck isn't, if there's a stoppage in play, such for a goal or for an advantage puck, we'll wait until that has been touched and is back in play, and then she can jump in the water. So I'm sure the Northern A team will be missing her and very keen to get her back.
Yeah, it is amazing how well teams do with 5 players when one's in the sin bin, but it is hard work, you know. That extra amount of work rate is not sustainable over long periods of time, so they'll be keen to get her back in the water.
Yeah, a lot of the time if you're playing with 5, once the 6th player gets back in, it's a great opportunity to go for the sub bench because you've really picked, a lot of the time you've had to pick up that work rate quite a bit.
Right, advantage puck here for Northern A.
Yeah, and you see Rachel just on the side of the pool there, ready to get back in soon.
So plays about halfway down the court on the wall side. Not easily viewable with the cameras as they're set up currently, but we can see the surface play at the moment. So another ref's call Another advantage puck for Northern A.
So that is Rachel rejoining the play now. So Northern A are back to 6 players.
Another
so that's
ref's
a
call.
barging call against Black.
And they're down to 5, so another player in the sin bin.
And if you look right there, there is a hand being held up for 5.
Yep, they've got 5 players. Is that number 5, is it? Can't
Yeah,
quite
no,
see.
so that it looks it looks like Christie, but we will just confirm.
So Northern A down to 5 players again. They'll be wanting to control that puck and maintain possession with only 5 of them in the play. And Central A obviously will be wanting to capitalise on Northern A only having 5 in the water. And Central A have got a bit of a forward swim here. And this looks like it could be Paige Arbuckle coming in to save that one.
That looks like a Josie swim there.
And that looks like Gabby Hoskins over the far side trying to get it up to her forward on the wall. They're under the Northern A sub bench here. Good place to be when you've got 5 in the water. Get a set of fresh legs in. Now Northern A will be wanting to keep their players in the water following this. You know, this will be their 3rd player out in the sin bin. They'll be wanting to play the game with 6 players.
Yeah, and you'll see Northern A.
Here we go. That 6 players just come back in.
Yeah. And you'll see Northern A have sort of done very well to sort of keep that play on that wall to stop Central opening that up and taking that wide.
That's Georgia Child running that puck across the centre of the pool there. Quick legs on her.
Yeah, Georgia is one of those players that came from a swimming background originally. So yes, she's definitely got some very quick legs on her.
Right, another
So the
break
refs-
and play here. Looks like it's a ref's timeout. Wondering if the puck's gone under the... Oh no, the ref's talking to the players.
Yeah, they're just having a bit of discussion around, looks like sort of obstruction.
Okay, looks like it's going to go against Central A. So an advantage for Northern A here.
And just sort of, there's just a bit of a warning to the players just to calm it down a little bit.
Central A right in the big long line there.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting... Benson definitely has a few creative set moves. And so some of those Central A teams, the Central A team from some of those starts and play are incredibly interesting to watch.
So back onto the wall here. Central A trying to hold that, but Northern A have got it off the wall. Kirsty Burrows, by the looks of it, trying to go for the goal. Has she got the support? Oh, it looks like they've done that. Beautiful, bringing it off the wall. Very quick phase to get it into the goal bin. And it looks like number 9. We'll just confirm that. Was that number 9?
Yeah, so the ref said number 9. Looks a little bit like Kirsty. Oh, Gabby coming in just with the support from the side.
So Wing coming off to finish that goal.
So you can see Gabby was right on that edge of that goal bin in that side. And so when Central tried to take it out, she was just right there to pop it in.
So just over 10 minutes to go in the second half with the score 2-1 to Northern A. Northern A will be really wanting to secure another goal very soon just to sort of sit them above. They won't want Central going goal for goal with them. They'll be wanting to start to dominate. And here's another good run by Northern A coming across there, bringing it off the wall and round the outside. But Central A just as quick in being able to shut it down. Yeah, Northern A running forward again, but it looks like only one Northern A forward on the bottom, another one coming in now. Central A shutting them down out to the wall.
And certainly you'll watch and you'll see Northern trying to bring that off the wall and in the middle of the pool.
Here we go, Northern along the back wall, another ref's call. Now this is against Northern A, so Central A's advantage.
Yeah, so they'll be looking to try and get this puck out of danger and as far away from the opposition goal bin as possible. You can see that big swim, big strong legs.
Yep, straight back onto the wall. Northern A trying to bring it down, but Central A scooped it off again. It's a good battle on those walls in this game today. Some very strong players in there. It won't be easy. So Central A doing really well, you know, with their rotation there coming down. They always seem to have players on the bottom. Northern A having to work very hard. Northern A asking for a timeout. It's the captain, Paige Moran, calling that timeout there. Emma Ray coming back in to have another word with the team. Benson in having a chat to Central A. So 8 minutes 34 in this game, the second half. 2-1 to Northern A. Northern A will really be wanting to get a goal up, obviously, and then Central A will be wanting to equalise it again in the next few minutes.
Yeah, Northern A, if they can get a goal, they really do sort of it's just creating that space between and making it that much harder. If Central can equalise this, it really just it puts that pressure back on.
And obviously in underwater hockey you can sub at any time, but it's always easier to get subs in and out of the pool when there are breaks in play. So all these refs calls for advantages are reasonably helpful to the teams with their subbing. So they have been able to roll subs quite regularly during this game. And obviously as goals are scored too, you can get fresh players in quite easily. So
yeah, because anytime obviously you're subbing while there's active play, you're leaving a gap in the formation, giving the team a potential opportunity. So you do need to be pretty careful.
Oh, nice move there by one of those Northern A players to bring it slightly off the wall and towards the centre, but Central A have tracked them right out to the other wall. Northern A trying to bring it off again, but Central A taking it back down towards the Northern A goal defending end. Northern A bringing it round again. They've got players on the bottom there, but there's quite a few heads on the surface at the moment. And another ref call.
So stick infringement against White. So that's going to be an advantage puck for Northern.
Northern A trying to bring it out wide again here, trying to take it around the outside of that Central A team, but Central A have shut them down and taken them back straight to the wall. Northern A look like they're progressing a bit down the wall.
So stick infringement against Central. So that again is giving the puck back to Northern.
Lots of numbers on the bottom when an advantage play starts. And that's Jane Nevin-Wolf there on the puck for Central A. Northern A, multiple numbers on the bottom. But Central A doing very well to get it out past those Northern A players. And here we go, it's right back out the back of the Northern A team. And Central A players just scored that. Looks like Claire George there. Yep, number 9, Claire George, nearly got that breakaway, but a Northern A player managed to stop it.
Yeah, they did a very good job to stop that. Claire is very strong on the puck and certainly hard to stop once she gets going.
That's right, Northern A here, another run. They've got the numbers, but Central A have numbers in defence as well. Can Northern A maintain possession here and keep bringing it back towards the goal?
So you can just see Northern A there trying to bring it back towards the centre of that goal. And that's really just that having a 3 metre opportunity to score rather than like the 3 inches if you take it along the back wall. So it is a lot easier to score from that middle.
Central A are doing very well at winning the one-on-one tackles in that defensive 3 metre circle. Northern A back out to the wall there. Central A getting fresh players in from their sub-bench. Northern A just need to maintain that position, hold on to it, wait for the opportunities to appear. But Central A keep rolling them back to their back line. Lots of to-ing and throwing in this part. It seems to go from black stick to white stick to black stick.
Yeah, and it looks like, and Central are they're doing very well at those one-on-one tackles. It's very impressive, and they are getting that position, got that position again, and moving that back down into their half.
was a very good run for Central A. We're now back down into the Central A attacking half.
Sorry, I'm not. So yeah, puck is just in that in Central A's half.
Attacking half, yep. And now we've got a ref's timeout by the looks.
Just discussing.
Looks like the barrier might have come off the bottom, I would say. So we just need to get that sorted so that it's safe to continue play. So there's 4 minutes 39 in this second half of the women's regional final. Northern A up by 1 goal, 2-1. Central A will really be wanting to equalise very shortly, and obviously Northern A will be looking to get back into their attacking half and putting another one in the bin to get one more goal up. Paige Moran, captain there, talking to the team. Very experienced Northern A team. And obviously in the Central A team they've got some very experienced players as well, but as you mentioned earlier in the game, Maddie, there's some younger up-and-coming players within that team too, which is really great to see.
Yeah, that those players that the likes of Claire and Leah and Jane have
developed.
Yeah, developed and sort of started bringing up. So it looks like so we're just having a little break in play, and that is just to fix the barrier has just come up, and so unfortunately the way that they've built this pool, it's not 100% completely flat. I think it's because of the essentially the foundations of the pool are too thin, and so there's actually pressure coming up underneath those tiles, and so that means that the barriers can quite easily sort of like get knocked and come up and things like that just for that.
Yeah, it does seem to take a while to put those the bottom of that barrier back on, doesn't it? It's not an easy system. It's reasonably robust when it's in place, but obviously you can't just carry on when it's
and
floating.
Obviously with those like hard barrier systems and things, so you can see it's a soft sail. Is the preference for the players. I certainly know from experience, I've definitely had my head shoved into that barrier a few times and it's not nice. So I certainly prefer to play with those sails, and it does mean that those any flicks that do hit the barrier don't rebound, they just sort of drop down, so that's kind of nice. But this is actually a classic Kiwi barrier system. We've just got there's actually some fancy 2x4s, and we do have a properly engineered plastic one that we use for our schools, which is a bit easier and quicker to get in.
Yeah, looks like we're just about ready to restart play by the looks. Barrier looks to be oh no, we've still got Benson Taylor-Wolf there now. The Central A women's coach is helping out, so not quite in place.
Yeah.
Both teams are using this time to have those team discussions. I'm sure they're probably both enjoying resting a little bit, but obviously it's an advantage to both teams in this situation. So,
yeah, especially given the fact that we're so close to the end of the game, and that there's quite a large potential for it to go into overtime. So you'll just see there's a couple of pool noodles hanging on the thing, and those are things that keep the sail
in the air.
Yeah.
So they're just putting those back in now, which means I think that we're just about ready to go. So obviously 2-1 last night in the round robin game was the same score at the end of the game, but it went the other way to Central A. So it was 2 goals to Central A, 1 to Northern A. At the moment we're sitting at 2-1 to Northern A today. So Northern A will definitely want to see it stay this way round. And they'll be wanting to shut the Central A team down.
So we are restarting.
So restarting with an equal puck, where two forwards both raced to the bottom. Look like Northern A were the winners in that situation, but Central A have regained possession, and that's Leah Chamberlain-Gunn doing a really strong drive down the pool before offloading it to that other player that's just in behind the sail there.
So that is Leah just coming in right now into that corner.
Okay, so Northern A team cycling through there, making sure there's always a few players on the bottom with the puck. You can see Georgia Child sitting out waiting to get that puck off the wall, and Tina Eyre out the forward on the wall side.
So I think that's just being called an equal puck. It just looks like the puck got slightly wedged under a section of the barrier on the non-flat section of the pool.
Okay, so starting with an equal puck again. Off they go.
So this is, in the picture here, this is the central goal bin. So if they are able to get this in, they are able to equal the score.
So Northern A will be really wanting to push this out a little bit here. They're quite close to that goal bin. That's Christy Whitehead there going in. Strong run up the wall, coming into those Central A players. And that's just another ref's call. Okay.
An obstruction. So that just essentially impeding the free travel of the player with your body.
So Central A will be really wanting to use this advantage. That's Leah Chamberlain-Gunn taking the puck. Very strong run by her, following it up, trying to go through. You can see her kicking very firmly, trying to run through, but she's now come up for a breath.
And ref's call.
Looked like a breaking call.
Yeah, and it looks, we'll just watch the refs quite closely here as well, because they are sending out black number 4 for 1 minute.
Black number 4, Georgia Child.
It's Georgia's second time out this game.
So here we go, Central A taking the advantage puck. Northern A have managed to knock it down. Can they keep it out? That's Leah Chamberlain-Gunn in there again, having another go.
And that's Nev.
Oh, and that's a...
Yes, that was Nev just passing that puck into the middle of the pool, and then just into that goal scorer. And that was Eloise that Nev managed to get. And you can just see Nev's the one with the tattoo on the back. You can just see her push that in.
Beautiful goal by Eloise and Nev there.
A great little piece of teamwork there.
Okay, so 2 minutes to go in this final, with the game once again drawn at 2-2. So it's going to be a really hard 2 minutes, because I'm sure both teams will be wanting to finish this off. Yeah,
so time has just stopped exactly on 2 minutes there, and we're just having a team timeout.
Yeah, both teams will be really wanting to score a goal in these last 2 minutes. Nobody will be wanting to go into sudden death. Obviously, we had in the women's 3rd-4th playoff a very extended sudden death period. I think they played for 14 minutes something for the Northern B team to come out just on top of the Southern team. Great game. Really strong, solid teams, both of those. So it's great to see these close games within the division.
Oh, it definitely, and it's so exciting to watch and so exciting to see those players. And mostly very exciting for that, I think, that Southern team as well. And Southern is actually drawing players from Otago, from Christchurch, from Nelson. So for them to get a group together is definitely a big logistical challenge.
Yeah, and they do well. They progress so much over the tournament, bringing those players in together. So here we go, Central A up under the Northern A subs bench at the moment.
Yeah, and so this is Central's goal bin again. So they will be looking to not give Northern the advantage and shut this move down.
Yeah, so Northern A taking the advantage puck, and they're trying to bring it out wide, but that looks like Claire George has shut that down again. Now back out the other side, back towards the wall for Northern A. Northern A really need to settle in here and get those numbers on the bottom. Here we go again. Now we're up quite close to the Northern A goal scoring bin. with, Kirsty Brother has just been taken out, but that's a beautiful goal by what's probably going to be Rachel Tinker, I think. Who was it?
Number 8.
Paige Moran swimming through. Oh, yes, she's out this. Yeah, so Paige Moran, goalie, swimming through to score that goal. So obviously found that opening.
So this is a very tough one. This is an impressive by Northern A. So
there's 40 seconds left here at the start of this strike. If Central A want to equalise, they're pretty much going to have to do a goal from the strike, but they'll work pretty hard to try and do that. Northern A have slowed them down.
Northern A's aim here will just be...
So we've got 23 seconds remaining on the clock with an advantage to Central A. Central A really have to use this. They'll have to do something very quickly if they're wanting to equalise this game to have a chance of going into sudden death.
Yeah.
So Northern A they'll be trying to take it out to the wall and hold it. We've got 15 seconds. Northern A holding it on the wall. Another call from the refs.
So gloving against black with 16 seconds left on the clock. So
Northern A will want to shut Central A down straight away here. Leah Chamberlain-Gunn going for the run. She'll be wanting to follow that flick. So it's on Northern A sticks at the moment. And Northern A will want to cycle through. So we have got 3, 2, 1. And that's the end of the game. So Northern A just managing to hold it out long enough to take the 3-2 win. What an awesome game. So great to see such close games.
And you can see the smiles
finals
on their face, and obviously the slight disappointment in Central that they didn't manage to quite pull that off. They really were very close to that goal bin.
Central A have had an outstanding competition, really pulling out their best 2 games at the end. Last night in the round robin playoff against Northern A where they took them down 2-1, and obviously today coming out and with a 3-2 score against Northern A.
And as Bex was saying that it's been since 2012 that Northern A has lost a game at this tournament.
Yes.
So it's pretty, it's exciting to see those Central players coming up and really providing that great competition. Because at the end of the day, it's always underwater hockey that wins, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's great to see so many talented women within New Zealand underwater hockey at the moment.
Yeah, and all of these girls between teams, you'll see probably quite a few hugs and everything like that. These girls are all great friends outside of the water, and so final score is 3-2 to Northern A, who won against the Central women's team. I'm not sure if we are going to have some post-game interviews, if Tony can find some players on the side of the pool, I believe. And then we will be moving on to the men's final, which is a repeat of this, which is Central versus Northern, and actually, and really helpfully, same stick colours, because they ended up in exactly the same seats. So that's quite handy if you can remember that. And so I will see you back for that stream, and you guys will see Tony on the side of the pool shortly.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Wellington Regional Aquatic Centre. I've got with me Claire George, co-captain of the Central A team. Well, Claire, how was that?
Hard work. A disappointing result for us because we've worked really hard, had a really good game in the round robin, but we have quite a young team, and to be playing, 3/4 of an elite women's team, that's a pretty good result for our girls. Super proud of them, but pretty tired now.
I can see that. You just didn't give up, did you? It was just go, 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 and coming back just before half-time?
Yep, that was an awesome time to score for us, meant that we went into the second half strong. We just needed to capitalise on the times when they had people in the bin, because that was quite often, and we didn't quite turn that over.
They gave you the opportunity, 5 minutes with bin time.
Yep, we should have capitalised on it, but we didn't.
Claire, well done. Congratulations on a great game and a great, good play out there. Look, I think we must be really grateful that we actually can play.
Yeah, definitely. And talking to players around the world, everyone's so jealous of us right now, so it's really cool to be able to actually have some good games.
Well done, and congratulations to your team, and thanks for a great tournament. We'll just follow Moran now. Two great teammates there.
Got me to stand on the block too?
That's fine. Paige, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
The smiles of the team says it all.
Yes. Very, very happy team.
That goal of Gabby's, that was...
Yeah. And she just had so much power and so much intensity coming in. That's exactly what we needed at that moment, and she pulled it off.
You turned it around after yesterday's late 2-1 loss to them.
Yes, yeah, that was a big wake-up call, I think, for us. We went away, we looked at the game, we studied it, we made changes, and so incredibly proud of how the team worked together today. It was a full team effort.
Dan, come on. You got 2 goals yourself. Come on.
I thought I only got 1, so that's a treat.
You marked out. Well done, Paige. Congratulations. Champions for another year since 2012, I believe.
My goodness. And thank you to Central for an awesome final, because they really brought it today. I think that's the best Central team I've played in a while, so kudos to them. It was awesome.
Absolutely great that we've got hockey here, isn't it?
Yeah. So awesome. Great. Thank you.
So that's it. That's at the end of the finals for the women grade. Northern winners 3-2. And we congratulate both teams on some great hockey. We'll be back shortly for the men's final.